I think it's your Daily Mail, puts out an article covering it and then almost immediately takes it down. Then this process begins. The usual internet denizens go about and capture screenshots of the Pfizer executive's LinkedIn profile and his college profile from his university, Baylor, as I recall, and various snapshots of him during medical school and things that are on the web, as well as snapshots of his bio that's put out by Pfizer, describing him and his background. And then within about 4 hours, all of that is gone. And then there's a wave of bots and trolls that come online on Twitter and other vehicles that are promoting the logic that the gentleman doesn't even exist, that this was a deep fake video, and he's not a Pfizer executive, and there's a whole lot of confusion around that. About the same time, Project Veritas launches a Twitter Spaces, which is this new tool that Twitter has set up for audio online community meeting. There's no video component to it, which is turning out to be quite effective. And I forget, there was like 20,000 plus people that tuned into that. And during that, another Pfizer whistleblower apparently sent James O'Keefe personally a organizational chart of Pfizer vaccines that clearly documented that, in fact, this person was who he said he was, and he held that position, et cetera. And that kind of started to tamp down the controversy. Then what was amazing was the only corporate media outlet that covered this at all was Tucker Carlson did a hit. And what had happened was that when I got this alert from Veritas, I have Tucker's cell phone number. I don't bother him much, and I don't give it out, so don't ask. But I alerted him. I said, I've seen this embargoed video from Veritas, and you probably want to have your staff pay attention to this because I think it's going to be a big deal. And so he gets me on the following evening after this has all transpired, this long Twitter Spaces conversation, et cetera, and covers this really fairly deeply, including a little bit about the censorship that happens. And then in the morning segments at Fox News, they cut out all of that stuff that Tucker covered, and they just have some clips of me talking about it, and that's all the coverage that happens. So it's totally deep-sixed. And then, as you mentioned, fascinating. The Wayback Machine, which is, as you say, this historically an internet archive, but there have been press releases and publications to the effect that the Wayback Machine has executed an agreement with the U.S. government and Homeland Security, as I recall, that they will delete sensitive information historically upon request. So whoever that request was, this information about this young physician with this senior position at Pfizer gets scrubbed off of the Wayback Machine as if he'd never existed at all. And this was done previously just to illustrate the point. In the case of the Hunter Biden laptop story that the New York Post put out, in all of that information that came out around the context of the election was also scrubbed from the Wayback Machine. And then when it became generally acknowledged that including by Hunter Biden and his attorney, that the laptop was real as part of his recent defense strategy, then the Wayback Machine was caught repopulating those stories back in, so repatriating the prior censorship. And all in all, it has been, and now the story's gone. Nobody's talking about it. There's no further coverage at all. And we're all, talking about spy balloons and UFOs, yet another distraction.
And that's what you said. They're using just any event now, and they're using it in an information warfare perspective. So there's a balloon in the sky. Great. How can we weaponize that and use it as a distraction from previous news, or use it to just push our own agenda, or just dial up the anxiety, confuse? It's chestnut checkers as well, right? So
yeah.
they can play
The other
long
thing
game.
I forgot to say was Pfizer went silent after they did this. They seem to have taken the strategy of, another thing they did was they blocked all comments on any Pfizer site unless you were somebody that Pfizer was following. So nobody could write anything on any of the Pfizer sites. And they went dark. They said nothing. And then on 8 p.m. on Friday, they dropped this statement from their PR office, presumably with their attorneys involved, in which they made a series of statements that basically were confirmatory that in fact they are doing directed evolution and gain of function research, but without really admitting it that it's the case. I mean, it was a classic, carefully worded statement. In the classic strategy here in London, I'm sure you understand about how to manipulate the street. And one thing that you want to do if you don't want to take a big stock hit is you do the drop on Friday night, preferably before a 3-day weekend, so that the street has plenty of time to process that information. And when the opening bell hits, it's yesterday's news.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. Hey, do you want to profit from crypto? Then join my DeFi Academy. The Crypto DeFi Academy will help you create generational wealth. But don't take my word for it. Listen to my students.
When I first got into crypto, I remember thinking to myself, I need to learn more. Brian Rose, learning crypto, learning DeFi, gotta do it.
I am so grateful that I jumped in and did this. I had to break through some limiting beliefs that I can do this, that I can afford this, that I can be in this.
It challenges the things that are deeply rooted within us.
Joining DeFi Academy has been one of the best decisions I have made on my blockchain journey.
This course was a life changer, a game changer, a huge eye-opener, coming from knowing practically nothing at the speed of the learning over 4 weeks was just fantastic.
The information you provided in this class was invaluable.
I feel far more confident in my next steps.
You took complex concepts and made them easier to understand.
What's different than so many other ones is it just doesn't tell you what to do. It actually makes you do it.
This is for people who are serious about becoming traders. This is the way it should be done.
I realized from this learning experience again that it is not about what you learn, but about who you learn it from.
The energy was insane. I've never experienced such incredible energy on a live call. Brian Rose, you are a legend, my friend.
It's the only thing in the market where you can get all information and learn everything what you need to know.
Everything is so clear and so well done, and I am just forever grateful for this program.
It made me feel so much more confident about crypto than I did before.
I did not anticipate how passionate I was going to become about it.
It's also been like a big learning experience for me, not just in the crypto space, but just an overall balance of life.
What I've learned is, how to take ownership, of my life in a way that I really hadn't before.
Yeah, you can't put a price on that, really.
I would recommend it to anybody, top notch.
Excellence does not come cheap. So if you want excellence, you got to pay for it, but it's so worth it.
Pull the trigger. That's what this course is about.
You're not going to regret it, really. It's amazing.
Thank you, Brian and team.
So what are you waiting for? Crypto is happening now. Click the link below, submit your application, and let me mentor you on how to create generational wealth and build the decentralized financial infrastructure of the future.